We've really positioned the company today to be a leader in water reuse, zero liquid discharge, those technologies that we think are going to be the big driver of water in this generation. So we're quite encouraged. What makes a business like energy and water challenging and an opportunity is that you really have to put together three things. You have to put together technology, economics, and public policy.
Freshwater supply is in crisis. Costs will continue to rise. Recycled water is a major part of the solution. These partnerships are extremely important. Federal and state funding are extremely important to talk these cities into investing.
The old technology was to take the frack water, put it in trucks, take it to an off-site facility and treat it there, and then hopefully have some beneficial reuse. GE is working on a technology that will allow us to treat the water on site and to recycle it back to beneficial use.
In 2002, we began large-scale production of recycled water using reverse osmosis membrane technology. The three-stage process as shown here. And we brand the water New Water. Since everybody has a bottle of New Water, I would like to have a toast of New Water. It's perfectly great water, right? Cheers.
Even in water-rich areas up in the Northwest, Columbia River, Boise, Idaho, Seattle, where we just held the National Water Reuse Conference, there's a lot of interest and a lot of activity in expanding reuse.
We really need the federal government in the U.S. to take a leadership role. And we haven't had a water policy group covering the entire federal government since about 1975.
We estimate that we will reduce water utilization in SAGD by 40%. And this is not a research project. This is what I would call a demonstration project, using existing technologies and combining them in unique ways.
I truly believe that technology will be one of the key enablers for advanced water reuse and for adoption across multiple industries, municipalities, and government agencies.
These guys are going to drill about 12,000 wells over the next 10 years. Those wells produce substantial amounts of water, because what happens when you drill the well, you bring water to the surface first before the methane. So you need to bleed off the water effectively to allow the methane to flow.
We wanted to bring water much more to the front of our value proposition and our innovation under Ecomagination. And so we said that we would reduce our own water consumption by 2012 by 20% on an absolute basis.
In the last 2 years, there was a project where we took recycled water, approximately 11 million gallons a day is piped over 41 miles of pipeline, and we use it to recharge the steam fields up in the geysers areas.
45% of all freshwater withdrawals in the United States are for industrial purposes. So if we can get industry to reuse more water, that will take strain off municipal systems.
90% of the people surveyed in a variety of countries believe this is a bigger deal than climate right now. It's because people can touch water. They can see it, they can feel it, and it's in your face, literally.
The environment wins because we have to treat that wastewater anyway. But for a relatively small incremental investment, you could put a water reuse technology on the end of a tertiary wastewater treatment plant, and it's a whole new game. Now you've got an economic gain.
We're mindful of the environmental consequences of consumption choices. And a sustainable water sector is that. A sustainable water sector would be robust or resilient to fluctuations in precipitation. It would be supportive of economic growth, and it would be financially sustainable.
People don't pay directly for their water unless they own a home in New York City. If you live in a co-op, condo, or rental apartment building, you're not paying for water.
The reality is that if you really want to use material and substantial sources of recycled water in Australia, you have to put it back into the drinking water supply system.
The federal policy for creative and innovative water supply solutions has been inconsistent at best. We need to have an aggressive federal policy related to promotion of water reuse and recycling.